Well, Mr. Tony's here. How we doing, Tony? Thank you. Boy, does this picture suck. Is Shane still talking? I don't know. Let me go see if he logged off or not. Ohio River history. Nope, he just finished up, Tony. Yeah, he just finished up, Tony. All righty. Looter 8's here. Welcome. Digging with Squeak. Mr. Bill's here. Olin popped over from Shane's. Mr. Tim came in. Pond Scum, did you find anything there here? Welcome. Mr. Relic Reaper Don's here. And as you can tell, General DigHole's getting in bed. Hey, Jim. Ohio River History Raid. Yeah, I'm wide awake, guys. I took a nap today, so I'm wide awake. So I just wanted to show you guys.
Oh, that's plastic.
Just wanted to show you guys this cool thing that Jeff found today. Look at the size of this, guys. This is some big, huge medallion that is a replica of a St. Gaudian's $20 U.S. gold piece. That goes like that. He even found the other piece that the mower hit. I know this doesn't do it justice, but this thing is freaking huge, and it mimics a U.S. $20 gold piece. It's got the beautiful flying eagle on the back, like the post office uses. Like I say, this thing's about the size of a freaking tennis ball. It is just absolutely gorgeous. He found that today, and he found this cool, some type of religious token today. Some young boy standing up at a tower looking. It's got initials AT, like an upside down horseshoe. We can't figure out what the hell that is yet.
That T is a cross, actually.
See the cross? So, hey, Tom Riley. Brockton. Hey, Brockton. Sean's here. JP Lawns. Mr. Jeff says, hello, Sean. Hey, Mr. AZ Mort Squad.
Say hello to everybody.
Yep, Jeff says hello to everybody. He'll probably fade as we're talking. Hello, Frederick. Mr. Park Rat Pat's here. And maybe tomorrow you will find a real one. Jesus, Jim, wouldn't that be incredible, Jim? Hi, Tom. I gave Rob some stickers for you. Yes, he did. They're right. They're right here, Tom. Pat made me my new stickers, and he gave me these two from Brockton for you, Tom. Next time I'm together with you, I'll get them to you. So, guys, we went out tonight to a all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. We had a hell of a good time, guys. Pat, Charlie, me, and General DigHole. So we're up here in Tallahassee, guys. We are having a blast. Easy digging. Welcome. Just pop in the hello and hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much. Wow, we have 21 people here. We just started this impromptu. Did you find anything detecting? Welcome. Practical Ken, welcome and saying hi to everybody. Jeff's Obsessions, hello. Jericho and Hercules, howdy. AZ Mort Squad, letting everybody know to help his channel grow. But yeah, I got the stickers from Pat, and I got yours, Tom. Montana Treasure Hunter, welcome. Charlie got silver today. Jeff got a coin that's a bucket lister for Charlie that he's asked me not to say because he's so upset. And Jeff's got with him his beautiful silver ring he found on the curb strip in Clearwater, guys. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. Got some serious weight to it. Sorry, my picture's not better, guys. I'm using the camera that's in the computer, which sucks. But there's that really nice ring that's got the flowers on the side with the cross. And then his second piece of 925, that first day off the curb strip, that beautiful 925 cross. It's got like 13 diamond chips in it. Of course, I'm sure there's CZ. And then even the little loop on top is Mark 925. And then Jeff found this on another curb, actually on a church curb strip right here in Vero Beach yesterday near Sebastian. That is an old weed blower Boy Scout slide. It's the first one of those he's found, guys. That is a great example of a nice slide. Mitchell Stern. The only thing I'm going to say is this is gold that you're live at 10:30. Good evening, Mr. Mitchell Stern. That is my nephew, guys. He was my very first subscriber, guys, on YouTube. Mr. Mitchell Stern, my first subscriber. Oh, this is great. Thanks, everybody, for popping in today. We got 20 of us here. Jericho and Hercules says, Pat, see you in 5 days. Yeah, Pat's got the car full. He's ready for that trip to Tennessee, guys. Easy digging. Ezra's here. Rob, did you get the message from me that the package I sent you and Pat? No, I saw the message, Jim. I didn't play it. I'm sorry. We were out in the field today and we started getting crappy weather. So, but thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I'm sure Denise has got it. Frederick says, what is everyone's best find of 2020 so far? Well, I don't know if it's my best find, but I actually found my first Buffalo nickel of the year. I don't find a lot of Buffalo nickels, guys, so I was very happy to get that. And Jeff doesn't have a Wheatie or a silver yet, but he's got some other amazing, cool finds. He found that today or yesterday. Yeah, he's been digging a lot of holes, Jeff has. Thank you, Montana Treasure Hunter. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is just, I wanted to follow this up after Shane. He had a great crowd going in there, real fired up. Tim from Tim won his giveaway there at the end. You got a Tesla hat on. You're going to buy a Tesla? I don't have the car yet, Mitch, but I've got some Tesla stock, buddy. Denise got me a model Tesla in the driveway for Christmas morning, Mitch. If you'd have been there, you'd been rolling. She says your Christmas present's out in the driveway, and I was like all excited. I go running out there, and she's got a little Tesla out there with a bow on it, Mitch, in the driveway. She even moved her car out of the carport to put my Tesla underneath. So hopefully one day, Mitch, we'll be riding around in my electric car. Roland Borden, good evening. Rock City comments. If you turn down the white balance, it would have probably a lot more contrast. All right, let's see how we can do this. Settings, general, virtual background.
Are my glasses up there, Rob? On the sense.
Your sunglasses are.
Right, okay.
I'm trying to see what I can do here. Don't stop cam. That'll mess things up, Rob. Advanced options. Nope. Yeah, this is about all I got, guys. If I move away a little bit, that's a little better. All right. Yeah, we've only got room one place in the light. Good evening, Grandma Kelly. If I turn out that light, it'll it's a Weeblos. Thank you, Marty. Moto Mining's here. Good evening, Moto Mining. Randy's here. Hey, Rob, I'm listening, but I'm driving tonight. Thank you, Randy. Man, you were one traveling guy, Randy. Rocky Mountain Rob's here. Digologist. What's the temp down there? Well, when we left Vero Beach yesterday over in the beautiful east coast of Florida, it was 87 with a feel like degrees of like 91. It was absolutely gorgeous over in Vero Beach 2 days ago. It took us 7.5 hours, almost 400 miles, to drive from Vero Beach down on the east coast of Florida, all the way up the left corner of the Panhandle, up here in Tallahassee. Like I say, it was about 400 and I don't know, like 433 miles. It was a long drive. I followed Pat and Jeff. Jeff was in Pat's car. I followed him up there, and we had beautiful weather for like the first 3-4 hours, and then the last hour and a half, 2 hours was just monsoon rains, and it cooled it down nice though. And we did some digging on curb strips yesterday evening, in front of some 1800s houses. I pulled out one weedy real quick before it got dark, and then Charlie got us all. Charlie got us all some Philly cheesesteaks, and we had Philly cheesesteaks in the room last night while Pat did his Zoom. So it was overcast here all day today, drizzly rain, but the temperature stayed nice. It was around 67 degrees. It was like perfect digging weather. Going to bed, just wanted to drop in, put a thumbs up in the chat and say thank you. Appreciate it, Jericho. Thank you very much. Wow, 26 people here. Digging with Squeak, 1776 half real on New Year's Day is my best so far. That's an incredible find there, Bill. Yeah, if I ever get a real, that will probably be in mine. Swampy's here. Grandma saying hello to Swampy. Swamp Rat Nation, there's Mr. Don. Thanks for coming in, Don. Digologist. Who is your guest behind you? That is Mr. General DigHole, Mr. Jeff Millard from Austria. He is visiting he's staying with Denise and I for 15 days. Well, he had been. He's been there a week, and now we're on this week-long cross-country trip. We're up here in Tallahassee with Pat and Charlie. They're in a room down the hall, and we all went out tonight to a Chinese buffet, and we all ate way too much, and didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But Jeff doesn't have a good Chinese buffet in Austria, so he wanted some good Chinese food, and he was in doggy heaven here tonight at the Chinese buffet.
Oh,
So
real good food. Yeah, sorry.
1736 Chinese cash coin for me. Yeah, I love finding those old Chinese coins, Olin. We actually get more here in Florida than I thought we would. I didn't know there were that many Chinese people back then working on the railroad. Need to go to bed, but wanted to say hi. Tell Jeff to move over.
Who's that? Who says that?
Kathy Ponscombe.
Yeah, I've got a double bed, tell.
Yeah, I tried, Rock City. I did all the adjustments. If I turn this light off right here, yeah, I'm gonna look like Ghost Town right there. All right, that might be a little better. Oh, hello. How are you here? Good evening. That is Frank, formerly K. Titus. There might just be a contrast tab. Yeah, I looked. There is not a contrast tab at all on the settings. It's only giving me virtual background, hotkeys, which I don't know is layouts. I don't know what that is, and it's only giving me the camera I have because I didn't bring my high def camera with me. Yeah, I don't have any contrast. Let me see if I've got anything on my computer itself. No, I'm not seeing anything on the computer. Knowing me, guys, I'll hit a button and we'll disappear. So Grandma Kelly, I am great. Everybody up here is doing great up here in Tallahassee. We're supposed to have a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. They apparently had a small tornado go through a little bit earlier. Denise called and said the weather up here is going to be horrible tomorrow, so I'll probably put the TV on and watch the weather after I get off there, guys. So we may actually go 25 miles north. We're only 25 miles south of the Georgia border. So we may go to a small town in Georgia tomorrow and try and find some old town with 1880 big Victorian houses that have some big curb strip areas or some open field areas, and maybe door knock or do some curb strips tomorrow. But we might just go up into Georgia tomorrow, guys, and get away from the storm. CZ Kid, good evening. The Viking King Directors is here. Hi from the GB. I'm assuming that means Great Britain. If not, I apologize. Rockton says, I see a ghost. A ghost with his phone on.
Go through the what?
His phone up there. Digologist says, dang, not jealous at all. Yeah, we've been planning this road trip for a long time, guys. Charlie and I, and happy to have Pat join us. This is Charlie and I's third time meeting up in Tallahassee. Denise has a really good girlfriend. Literally lives like 5 minutes from the hotel here, and she invited us to do her 30s property. But her 30s property sits on land that had houses on it in the 1800s. So Charlie dug a couple musket balls and a 3-ringer, fired 3-ringer. I got like 13 Wheaties, 1 Indian, and a Merc in her backyard, plus the Cracker Jack salesman's token for it was like 1927 token or 33 token for award for how many Cracker Jacks he sold in his route. That's one of my favorite tokens I've ever found. So we came back and did her yard again today. We were going to do one of the neighbors' permissions, but he wasn't home to ask if we could go in his backyard, and we just didn't want to go into it unannounced. So we did Mindy's yard again today, and Charlie pulled out 2 Wheaties. I got 1, and we kind of finished off the yard. Jeff was doing a curb strip, and the neighbor came out and said, I'd prefer if you didn't do that. I just put money into that sod. And Jeff's like, well, sir, we're allowed to do the easement. Well, I'd prefer if you didn't do it. And Jeff's like, no problem. We'll just move on down to the next property. So, hey, good evening, Rob Vegas. Wicked Digger, welcome. Hello. Mr. Pay Your Damn Potion smashes the like and working my way to bed. Man, Shane, I am sorry about that. I weighed that package on my scale and went on PayPal's website and the U.S. Post Office website. And the only thing I could think about that is they're charging more because that one clip in there made that taller than 1 inch tall. That's the only thing I could think about. Because my guys took it without any problem. Mr. Pay Your Damn Postage. I like that name. Thank you, Ken. Hit that like button. No Gold Coast. Marty, when we got to Vero Beach that evening, we checked in, put all our luggage in the room. We actually had a room, our balcony actually partially overlooked the ocean. And Jeff and I changed and we went down to the beach. And we had talked to Bernie, St. Lucie Metal Detecting, and he had said they've been re-nourishing the beaches. But what happened is they had lost their beaches so much that what Disney did when they refurbished their beach, renourished their beach, Disney had them build it up like 12, 15 feet. And they had like maybe a 20, 30 foot wide beach, and that was it. And they put their beach chairs there for their Disney guests. And then they literally cut a path in the sand down the 15 feet. And then you went down to the beach where almost the wet sand water came up. And then Bernie. And then Jeff and I checked that area. Guys, I was doing the water up to maybe a little bit past my ankles. I got one piece like of aluminum and then 1 pull tab. And Jeff got 3 coins doing the high ground up in the sand. And then the next day we were going to go on to Vero Beach, to the public beach where there were quite a few people, but it was so windy, we wouldn't even be able to pull out the cameras. I mean, it was windy as hell. And then Bernie contacted us and said he couldn't get off work till that Tuesday night. Well, Pat invited us to dinner up near the town he lives in. He lives in the town of Sebastian, which is 1 town north of Vero. So we met Pat and his wife at a little Italian place, Jeff and I, and man, did we have a phenomenal Italian dinner. Best lasagna I've had in a long time. So we weren't able to get with Bernie. He had to work, and their beaches over there have been really sanded in. So yeah, we didn't do any real like treasure hunting on the Treasure Coast. So maybe we'll have to get back there when Bernie's got some extra time. Maybe coordinate something a little better. So, Mikey and I had scrambled eggs and sausage and toast for dinner. We had that for breakfast yesterday, Mikey. We brought toast back into the hotel room. They had a toaster. We made ourselves toast and marmalade for breakfast yesterday. Bang that like button for Rob. Thanks, Digologist. The Viking King Detector. It's just a great channel name. Mr. Nathan's here. Thanks for popping in, Mr. Nathan. Dog is my co-pirate. Relic Hunting Montana. That's 2 Montana channels in here tonight. I passed my math test final quiz, so I'm done with the class for the semester. I have 4 more classes left. Mikey, you're getting there, man. You are just a trooper, buddy. Mikey's in college, guys. He's a big coin collector. I was supposed to meet him at the coin show in Orlando a few months ago, and I forgot the weekend. I thought it was the weekend after, so I screwed that up. But I am going to meet Mikey at a coin show one of these days. Love going to coin shows. What? You didn't put all 4 people in the same bed? Not only did we not put 4 people in the same bed, we got 2 hotel rooms, Jim. We actually all got our own beds. Good man. Went out for the first time in months and found big silver, gold, and old tokens. Felt good to be out. Fantastic, Nathan. That is awesome. Digologist got to crash. Just wanted to drop in and say hi. Appreciate it. They have a ton of those here in Nevada. It is illegal to pick them and take them. Uh-oh, what's he talking about? I can't see what he's talking about. But my best find was a Chinese incense burner from the 1800s outside an old railroad camp. Oh, that's just way too cool. Yes, Rob, I'm traveling full, but your Tesla is keeping me very busy right now. Randy, well, for those of you guys who don't know, I follow like 6 or 7 Tesla channels. I'm a real Tesla fanboy. He's opening Tesla's opening 2 new factories this week, one in Germany, one in Texas. And they should be doubling their car production from last year from 936,000. They're predicted to do 1.75 to 2 million cars this year. They're going to start actually competing car for car with the big legacy makers. And Randy works for a company that produces cloth seats or cloth material for the and rubber for, and one of their customers is Tesla. And Mr. Randy's an awful busy guy for his company. So good for you, Mr. Randy. I hope your job stays busy because that'll help my Tesla stock. And if my Tesla stock does good enough, maybe one day we'll be able to buy a Tesla car. Rob, I'm doing a ghost hunting paranormal investigation summer at the historic Brower Mansion. Where I can communicate with the spirits? Well, that is way cool. In our area, Mikey, they have a train depot car that's supposed to be haunted, and I think you can actually pay to spend the night in it. And I'm trying to talk Dalton into doing that with me because I ain't going by myself. Oh, put a shirt over the shade. That's a good idea. Do the old sex room thing. Hey, that's not bad. Good idea, Brockton. Good idea. Look at that. We took that. Bill says he's got to go. Thanks for coming in, Bill. Early double shift tomorrow. Ouch. Oh, Mikey, you call me for that. I'll drive on down, buddy, doing a haunted mansion. We got 100% chance of snow tomorrow and all day tomorrow. Wow. Let me show you guys a picture of my sister's yard. She's out there in Kansas City, and she said it was like 64 yesterday. And then they woke up this morning. Oh, for you guys that weren't here earlier, how am I going to do this? There's the 4 of us guys at the Chinese restaurant tonight, guys. So we had a good time at the restaurant tonight. He's already snoring. But guys, there's my. Man, I wish this phone didn't. This. It's all snow out there at my sister's in Kansas City, guys. It's absolutely beautiful out there. Yeah, that does a lot. Take my word for it, guys. It's really pretty snow out there. No snow here, just rain, rain, rain. Well, thank you, Rocky Mountain. Rob, hoping for no rain tomorrow. Don, I know we're hoping for rain here. It's supposed to be 100% tomorrow. That's why we made zip up to Georgia. I know, sorry. It is addictive. Him just talking about it made me yawn. Oh man, he's way up on the chat. He'll never read these. See, I got to it. Miss Deej is here. Hi, Deej. Thanks for stopping and saying hi. Bill's here. Hey, Bill. Hey, everyone just saying hello then off the bed. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Nathan says it's bedtime for him. Hey, thanks for stopping, everybody. We still have 22 people here. This is nice. Hey, Rob, are you in Tallahassee? Yeah, Charlie, I'm right down the street from you. Oh, that's what Vegas was talking about. The Chinese coin, they fall under the Archaeological Resources Preservation Act. Wow, I didn't know about that. We find them occasionally here in Florida. I imagine you guys find a lot more out there, Reed. Wow, Pat and Charlie are here. Hey, Pat or Charlie, do you want to come into the stream? Evening, Jason. Way better. Thank you. 24-hour challenge at the haunted train. Well, that would be way cool. Jim, thanks a lot. No problem. I'll try and give you a holler tomorrow, Jim. Squirrels Magnificent is here. What's up with everybody in the chat? They say it's one of the most haunted mansions in the country, Rob. Yeah, I don't know if I want to stay there. Pat says, I'd let Rob do a haunted mansion with me. He'd run the slowest. Yeah, guys, you don't have to outrun the ghost. You just got to outrun the slow guy, and that would be me. I'd be the guy getting slimed. Hey, Jody. 3-hour commute for the work thing in the AM. Damn. Well, take care, man. I appreciate it. Wow, a lot of cool channels here tonight. Hey, Carl. Didn't know you were here. We were just doing an impromptu chat, Carl, after Shane's chat. He had such a good crowd going, and they were all fired up. We thought we'd pop in for a little bit tonight. I want to see the Bel Air house one day. I'm not really not into ghosts. And look at that, Brockton. I'm actually caught up on the chat, buddy. 22 people here for an impromptu chat. This is awesome. Yeah, Mr. Shane was getting to wrap it up. I didn't want to step on his toes. So, but yeah, guys, we're gonna try and go out tomorrow. We're gonna try and find some place that's not raining tomorrow. I'm gonna check the weather as soon as I get off the off this with you guys. There you go. I'm editing and I have something nice to listen to. Yeah, I posted a 57-second video tonight, guys. A quick short showing Jeff's incredible find today. This camera does not do it justice, guys, but this is a huge metal disc. You can see Lady Liberty standing there, guys, with the rays of coming out from under, and it says United States of America. Here's the other piece. He found the other piece too that got hit with the mower. It goes right there. This is guys, this is about the size of a tennis ball. It is a metal, I don't know if it's brass or pot metal, but it is a replica of a U.S. Double Eagle St. Gaudian's $20 gold piece. They made these big metal medallions, and I have found one site that says they're vintage, but I have not been able to get a year on it. And then obviously you've got the flying eagle on the back. That's very similar to the post office eagle. I think it goes this way. It's very hard to contrast here, like that one channel was saying, but Yeah, this was an incredible find that Jeff found today. He found both. He kept looking around, guys. And he finally found the other piece. Got hit by the mower. We were doing an old park in Tallahassee where I had found my one and only silver spoon handle I've ever gotten. Yeah, Pat, I'd love to detect a haunted property too. There's supposed to be one in Lakeland, Pat. I've caught multiple normal paranormal activities. My grandfather's late 1800s that was built on top of the Indian burial ground. Oh yeah, that'll say the land's cursed. Absolutely. Thank you, SC. I had never even heard about the thing until we started doing research. They called it a medal or a medallion, and like I say, it was made after the $20 double eagle gold piece from 1907 to 1928. They made those. So I don't know when the date that medallion was made. There was a guy that sold one on Etsy that just says it's vintage, but he didn't have any. Bayou Digger, another great name. Mr. Greg's here. Welcome, Greg. Thanks for popping in today. Bayou Digger, that's a cool name. If anybody's not familiar with that channel, please check out Bayou Digger. I will be checking him out. That is a new name here in the stream. Welcome. Grassy Ass Lawn Care, you are the man I wanted to see tonight. Sir, we are heading to Georgia tomorrow. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and I'm going to put my phone number in this chat. Grassy Ass Lawn Care, if you could copy down my phone number, please, and give me a call tomorrow morning. Everybody else disregard this phone number. That is for Grassy Ass Lawns right there. Well, of course, most of you already have that phone number. Brockton, Greg, Deej. Most everybody's already got that phone number. Yeah, I'll do my email too. Mr. Gracias, we're supposed to have a whole bunch of rain here in Tallahassee tomorrow. So we were thinking of coming your way in Georgia tomorrow. My mom and dad both haunt my old childhood home in Connecticut. Wow. Yeah, you can call me tonight, buddy. I'm up. Now everybody call Russ. We're right on a bathroom stall. That's what Pat would do. Yeah, Tom has it too. That's right. Reed has it. Greg has it. Yeah, half the room has it anyway. So as long as you don't put me in a chain with 12 other channels, that because then when one person texts and then 12 people respond, you get 13 messages on your phone. Oh. I think you're going to get wet here as well. Well, I don't mind getting wet if I'm doing some 1890s property. That's going to be the park that was not producing a lot today. So, wow, I can't even edit my own comment. Okie dokie. That's interesting. I saved the next phone number for the next fun show if I can make it so we can set up a place to show to me. That's fine, sir. That's fine, Mikey. Grandma Kelly, I didn't have it, but I do now. Don, I can't tell you how many of those I get. And then I answer the phone and I go, I got 188,000 miles. And they hang up the phone. As soon as you say 100, your car has 188,000 miles, they hang up the phone. I'm trying, Brockton. I can't. Hey, Mr. Mike. Let me see if I can go into the regular stream and get rid of it off of live. Hey, we're live right now. All right, so how do I get view on YouTube? There we go. Oh, you did that wrong, Rob. Okay. view on YouTube. Pull that up. Go into chat. Hey, there's Rob's fat face. Okay, let's go into chat. Oh, got to turn off sound so I'm not echoing here. And let's go back. And can we hit the button? Remove. Boom. Look at that. I hope you folks all got it. It is now gone. The metal detecting channel's here. It's up for 4 a.m. I'm just up for work. Wow, I got one of your compatriots here sleeping in the background from Austria, who's an Englishman from Nottingham, Mr. General DigHole. Time to punch out and go home. Mike, thanks for stopping in from work. Metal Section ZZ says, I just sub Bayou Digger. Yep, I'll be checking you out tomorrow, Bayou Digger. Thank you. Anyone here from Louisiana? Wow. What you doing in Tallahassee? Road trip? Yeah, we're up here doing some old coast trips. Greg, me, Pat, Charlie from Pensacola digging it back, and Mr. Jeff Dighole, the sleeping baby. Yeah, we were doing some 1800s curb strips and some parks today. We got a couple good finds. Charlie got silver. Yeah, Carla did. I actually had to go to the other channel to do it. There's Mr. Charlie. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. What? I didn't write it down. Got to be fast. You got to be fast. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I was up here with Greg at Florida 8, and my truck drove its way back up here to North Florida again. Guys, you have no idea, since that mechanics fixed my truck, how excited I am to have a normal, regular running vehicle like most everybody else has. It's just, it's every time I start it up and it starts and I go down the road without it coughing and hacking and stalling, you guys have no idea how it's like driving a real vehicle. Did I say Australia? It's Austria. Thanks, Deej. Have you heard of Butttown, Georgia, Rob? No, I have not. I didn't look that up. Oh, Jesus, Carl, we're not even going to come close to. It seems like every 100 miles, Jeff and I are putting another $120 each into the gas tank. And Pat drives this little Suzuki station wagon that I think the whole 7-hour drive cost him $5 in gas, or excuse me, $10. He only has a 10-gallon tank in that little thing. I know. I don't know how they come up with these names either. Oh, Charlie, I like your little magnet icon emoji. Yeah. For my lazy ass lawn guy, if you grassy ass lawn care, we can come right up 20. We looked at the map today. We can come right up 27 if that's going to be near you. It says we could be in Georgia and literally and I think they said it's 19 miles, which is like 28 minutes for us. So if you want, you can call me as soon as we end this stream. Thanks, CZ Kid. Yeah, 10 gallons of gas, $40. Wow. We're gonna have to find an awful lot of nice finds for Rob to pay for his gas home. Thank you, Grassy. You think the storm won't cross state lines? Yeah, he's saying it will, Grandma Kelly. I'm hoping I'm hoping it starts dissipating some. Denise is about 350 miles south of us here, where we live in Tampa Bay, and she says it's supposed to, I guess they're going to get the end of the storm. It's only supposed to be sporadic rain, not 100% like it is up here. But yeah, Grandma Kelly, those storms stop right there at the state line. They put a curtain up. There's a gas station as you cross the line. Okay. For my lazy ass lawn guy. I had it close, didn't I? Oh, grassy ass lawn, not lazy ass lawn. Sorry, Grassy. Oh. Mikey says, I'm flying back home tomorrow. Please be safe, Mikey. Hey, Moto Mining. Yeah, Jeff was telling us that when he came over here, his gas was under not 190 a liter. And I guess it's, like you said, I guess it's over 210 a liter now. Works out to about 750 a gallon. 860 Canadian a gallon. Holy shit. Wow. Grandma Kelly, that happens a lot here in Florida. You can look across the street and your neighbor's house is getting rain in it, and it's just bone dry where you're at. Yeah, sorry, Grassy. I didn't mean to. I wasn't insulting you. Hey, grassy ass lawn care or lazy ass lawn care. They're both great names. When I mowed lawns in college, guys, I was the lawn barbers. That was my company name. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. The U.S. economy affects the world. Yeah, well, right now there's one egotistical maniacal maniac that's affecting the world right now. Jeff wants to go back and put well, you know what? Reed says 449 a gallon here. Reed, it's between 429 and 439 here. But I'll tell you something, on the interstate, we saw diesel as high as 585 for diesel. I feel bad for those truckers. But here in Tallahassee, it's 429 for unleaded and 499 for diesel. Last time I filled up, the numbers were going by so fast it was a blur. Hey, yeah, 2 years ago during COVID, when nobody was driving anywhere, and gas was $2.19 a gallon, you could put in $20 and get almost to 10 gallons. Deej says she filled up today at $3.97. Good idea, Deej, because we were going to fill up the night before we left at $3.99, and we woke up the next day to leave, and it already jumped from $3.99 to $4.19, and we were like, crap, we knew we should have filled up last night. Get gas there. Okay, we'll do. We can do that. We're going to all go in Charlie's car, so we'll have 4 guys in one car. So Charlie's got a small car, but it's got a huge trunk on it. We can fit all our gear, so I can leave my truck here at the hotel, so we're not burning double gas. And Charlie's car gets like 35 miles a gallon. So yeah, we're going to take that tomorrow. Yeah, Deej did get a bargain, but I'm pretty sure, like Grassy Ass Lawn is saying, that gas is a little bit cheaper in Georgia because their taxes are a little less than us in Florida. So, but yeah, we decided we planned this road trip like 2 months ago, and here it is. Comes time weekend for the road trip, and gas prices are going through the roof. Wow, I think we hit 450 today. Also, get gas here, you mean? Okay, so we'll get gas here then. BC Treasure Trails. I'm still at work. Going to be an 8-hour day. Wow, BC, it's been a long time since I did an 18-hour day. I did a 20-hour day one time in my law enforcement career. I worked midnight, and they asked me if I could stay on for day shifts. So I worked midnight to 8, and then I worked 8 to 4, and then the 4 o'clock sergeant came on and said, "Can you give me another 4 hours?" So I worked till 8 p.m. I would never do that again. I was like 26 when I did that. I couldn't do that today. I couldn't do a 20-hour day today. Hell, guys, I did that 7.5-hour drive from Vero up to here to Tallahassee 2 days ago, and I was wiped for. I was tired at the end of that 7 hours driving. Boyfriend said it jumped to 419 tonight. Yeah, that's what it did over here. DJ went from 399 to 419 overnight. BC Treasure Trails, please be safe. Where are you detecting tomorrow? Carl Grassy Ass Lawns has invited us up to Georgia. He controls, or I guess he mows, or he said saying some abandoned or derelict 1890s houses, and he said he's right off of 27, which 27 leads right out of Tallahassee up into Georgia. It's like less than a 40-minute drive for us. Charlie, come help me. It's just hydrochloric acid. Bring your PPE. Ramp detecting. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna go up there. Uh, I am so happy you came into the stream tonight, grassy ass lawns. But it's crazy. The U.S. only gets 1 to 2% of all its oil from Russia. It's a racket. Well, I thought it was more like 5%, Deej. But yeah, you're right, Deej. Any excuse that these gas retailers, they're as much as a racket as big insurance companies, Deej. You know, a lot of people here know my politics, and we don't go into politics on my channel. And Jeff, General DigHole, and mine politics are completely opposite, so we've agreed not to talk too much about politics. But yeah, I think we should restart the Keystone Pipeline. Average cost of fuel here in Vegas is 403. Wow, that's cheaper than us. Greg, thank you very much. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm pooped from work. Yeah, I bet you had a long day too. I imagine you're being pretty busy, Greg. Yeah, I don't think Charlie wants to do that, Jason. BC Treasure Trails. He's finally gotten 2 days off in a row. Charlie does. Drill, baby, drill. It's funny, Reed. Even Elon Musk from Tesla was saying short term, we need to open up more wells, and we need to refire up some some of the mothballed nuclear power plants. Um, what I'm even scared to talk about what Putin wants to do with a nuclear power plant that he's captured, and why we're allowing some egomaniac to control a nuclear power plant. I put my email in one of your comments the other day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look for it. So if you don't mind calling me tonight, that would be awesome. Was going to take my off-road truck on vacation, 15-hour drive, but at 12 mile an hour gallon. We're taking the wife's midsize SUV. Absolutely, absolutely. That's why Pat brought his little car instead of bringing his motorhome. Because I mean, 35 miles a gallon versus 10 miles a gallon. That's not even a choice now. During the frozen winter, Zip might fill up 2 times a month, if that. Ram detecting 389 here in Arkansas. Well, you might be the cheapest in the country right now, Ram. We did. The day Jeff got here in Tampa Bay area, north of Clearwater, we were at 345. Then we went to 349, 355, 359. That jumped to 379. That jumped to 395, and then 399. And then we went right past 409 to 419. And it was at 419 when we left the house 4 days ago. Ram says, I have a seated hunt set. Wow, you're going to get snow in Arkansas? Holy crap. Hey, Dirt Diggler, another great, one of my favorite channel names, Dirt Diggler. Welcome. 460 in Oregon. Your hat is electric. Yes, it is, Super Collector. I'm hoping to have one someday, sir. I am Elon Musk's #1 fanboy, and I am not embarrassed to say that. I have Tesla stock, and I am hoping one day to own a Tesla vehicle. Yeah, it shuts everything down here. Yeah, I guess snow in Arkansas would shut everything down. Dirt Dealer was going up 20 cents a day for 3 days. Yep, that's what it did over here. We were at 395, but we do have a local refinery. Well, you're in a little bit better shape. We topped off the transit today. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. If you're going to use gas later on and you've got a big vehicle, you can put a lot of gas in. Yeah, might as well just store it up because it's going to get. I'm going to crap when it gets to $5. I mean, I've got a little 4-cylinder Ford Ranger, but it's not the most economical 4-cylinder. Super Collector, people are actually shocked when they discover I'm not a good electrician. Oh, Michigan gets their oil from the Chicago refinery. It's funny because we have a lot of refineries over in the Tampa area, but I think we get ours from the New Orleans area. Carl's still going to buy an electric car, but I couldn't afford the extension cords. My brother is on the list for one of his new e-trucks. Oh, the Cybertruck. I'll tell you, he better get going on that because I know Rivian just disappointed on sales. I was watching the stock market today while the guys were out for a while, and Rivian shares tanked today because they missed their build goals. But that new Rivian truck that new e-truck they have is just incredible. And then that new Ford F-150 Lightning looks like it's going to be pretty nice too. So I think they'll have those two out before Elon Musk gets that Cybertruck done. But we'll see if those 500,000 orders he's got for it stands up. My wife almost ordered a Tesla today, but payments are way too high, so we'll wait a little bit. See, I guess if you really decide you're going to get serious about buying an electric car, you have to calculate how much you're going to save in gasoline, which right now is going to be a lot more than it was a month ago, as opposed to your extra high car payment. I mean, if you're used to a $200 or $250 car payment and your car payment's going to be $400, are you going to save that $150 in gas every month? My little truck has like a 14-gallon tank in it and at 20 miles a gallon. I'm looking at like around 300 to 320 miles for range of my truck before I have to fill up again. Supposedly that's the same as you're going to get for a Tesla, 300-mile range for it. So it'll be about the same as going to a gas station. So Reed says I need another motorcycle. Dirt Diggler, they're coming out. I know there's several little motor scooters that they come out. I know Merrill got one from Metal Detector New York City, and Austin from Treasure Outdoors has a little motor scooter too. Electric cars are good, but in New York, they shut down half all the charging stations in the winter. Well, see, that's another thing that Elon Musk is doing. Tesla has the biggest number of charging ports in the country, and they're all either 150 megahertz an hour or 250 megawatts an hour, as opposed to some of the other charging stations are only 50. So supposedly his are faster. And I think it was either Denmark, Norway, or Sweden. He's opening up the Tesla chargers to non-Tesla vehicles. I mean, obviously they're getting charged the regular rate that they would for their charger, but supposedly they're faster. I know, sorry, Bill. And Tesla put out the plans for an electric motorcycle. I know they put out a electric little mini 4-quad that sold out immediately. Yeah, Moto, Jeff's excited about that. Jeff's got some gold coins home, and he keeps monitoring the gold price every day. And I think it hit $2,060 yesterday, so he's pretty excited about that. Yes, they are, Deej. Deej, I bought the house. I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago. I bought the house across the street from Denise's house about 12 years ago. And due to financial reasons and my father-in-law, Denise's dad, having a stroke, it took me a lot longer to rehab that house. But I mean, I rehabbed it from new roof to new floors and everything in between. I had realtors telling me it was the nicest looking house in five miles around that was for sale. And it was a 2-1 with a 1-car garage. Now I put new central air conditioning unit, new roof, new windows, new windowsills, new air vents, new tile, textured the walls. I mean, I did this house from top to bottom, new appliances, new kitchen, and then I staged the whole thing. I had realtors just lining up to sign that house. I wound up selling it myself. But at the time, guys, 12 years ago, they said the highest you can get for a 211 in the area was $89,900, which is what I sold the house for. And I just saw online that the house today is valued at $173,000 just 12 years later. So the house next to it, that was so nasty you wouldn't let your dog live there. Took them 8 years, took the bank 8 years to evict the people living there. They just sat in there and drank all day. Nobody made a payment. 8 years it took them to get evicted, but they got evicted the week after New Year's week, and a limited liability company from California paid $140,000 for it. I thought they were out of their flipping minds. Well, they've had crews in there almost every day for the last month and a half, and they just started framing the interior. They knocked out walls, redid the whole interior, cleaned it up. It was nasty. And from what I understand, they're going to ask $213,000 for it, for a house that I wouldn't have paid $60,000 for. It is just insane. But you wait a while to charge up, and the batteries won't last forever. Well, Carl, that's where Tesla's improving. Their car batteries now are supposed to last like 500,000 miles, and there's a company that's building a factory right next to one of the Tesla factories that recycles the battery, and they're supposed to be able to use about 90% of the material in that battery now to recycle it. So don't know if you're going to save any. My electric bill doubled last month. You know, Grassy Ass Lawn Care, Charlie said that I guess FP&L just took over the electric for his parents' house in Pensacola, and he said their electric bill this month was over $1,000, and that is just freaking insane. How do they expect people to survive on that? Well, Moto, I'm going to disagree with that. Well, supposedly you don't have too much repairs with an electric vehicle. They have like 90% less parts. When will EVs be affordable to the masses? That's what I'm waiting for, Moto. That's a good question. Yeah, electric rates in Michigan went up 30% this year. Brockton says 21 people still in the house. Time to get out and do some gold mining. That would be awesome, Reed. Yep, there it is. I was just talking about that, Charlie. That is insane. I know, Deej. They told us, the window company that put in Denise's double hung windows, double pane windows, said, "Oh, your electric bill will go down 30 to 35%." It went down like maybe 5%. Yeah, Reed, my house is now towards what? But here's the problem with it, Reed. What happens if you sell it for twice what you paid for it? How are you going to go out and find another house in that price range, or you go more in debt? That's just insane, Moto. That's insane. This house they're doing across the street, they're converting it from a 2-1 to a 3-2. Um, the other people didn't close the garage, but they didn't insulate it and put up uh, drywall. They just put paneling over the bricks. So these companies coming in here and they're putting in the insulation and the drywall, closing in the ceiling with extra trusses and putting in insulation. So they're doing it correct way for the third, for the third bedroom from the garage, and then they're adding a bathroom in to make it a 3-2. So they will get more money. But even as a 3-2 in that neighborhood, $220,000 is an awful expensive house. But somebody moving in there will probably think it's a deal because, like you say, there's areas of the country where, $800,000 is a FPL bill is Florida Power and Light, and they are just in it for the cha-ching. Yep, I just bought our house. I bought our house for $300,000 about 6 years ago, and I was just offered under $700,000. Yeah, that's. I mean, if you're a person ready to downsize right now, like you're an empty nester and your kids are out of the house, or they've moved out of college, or they've gotten married and gotten jobs, and they're out of the house, and you want to go from a big 4-bedroom down to maybe a little 2-bedroom that you can manage. Yeah, this is a great time to take and sell a $700,000 house, buy a $300,000 smaller house, put 400 grand in the bank, and you have the rest of your life to enjoy with no house payment and a nice chunk of money in the bank to go enjoy your retirement. If you can do that, that's great. See, Grandma Kelly, that's the nice thing about Florida is they have a tax cap in Florida. So that house that just sold across the street for 140,000, next year they will be taxed on taxes for that 140,000. But last year that house was appraised at 56,000 because it hadn't sold in 40 years. So they only had paid taxes on the 56,000. But as soon as you have a home sale and that new price gets recorded, your taxes go to that new price that you just paid for the house. So as long as you're, see, this way, the older people that have been in their houses 30 years don't get taxed out of being able to afford their house, because their taxes don't significantly change till the house passes on to another sale. And then the new people that supposedly have the money to buy the house will now pay the higher taxes. My electric went up more than double last year. Hi, Miss Dawn. Dawn, we're hearing that from so many people here. They are bigger crooks than the feds are, Bill. You got that right. Yeah, it is total BS. And maybe that's the one thing about renting a place now. But the girl across the street from my house, Denise and I have separate houses. I paid $44,000 for my house 32 years ago, guys, when I was a young police officer at 26 years old. The house across the street, the people just rehabbed it completely. It's just gorgeous from top to bottom. And we saw the for sale sign. I called $200,900, 200,009, $200,900. And I went over and introduced myself to the very beautiful young lady who lives across the street. And I started talking to her, and she says, I know I bought at the top of the market. I know I paid full price. She says, but this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a single car garage. And my mortgage, even at the top dollar I paid, my mortgage is less than our rent was on my 1-1 apartment. That's how insane freaking rents are getting right now. It's just crazy. I can't tell you how many people are having to move because their rents are just getting, but where are they going to move to? Wow, $587. See, guys, I'd crap my pants. I'd crap my pants having that kind of electric. Ours changes. We get tax evaluations here. Now, Florida's got this thing called the homestead exemption. So every person who lives in the house that they own, that's their what they call their homestead. You get $25,000 off the value of your house right off the bat. So say if your house is worth $100,000, you get taxed on 75. If you're a widow, you get like another 10,000 exemption. If you're a veteran, you get like another 10,000 exemption. So there's houses in Florida they're only getting taxed on half their value. But as soon as that house sells, like I said, if it sells for 200,000 when you've been paying taxes on 50, the new people are going to pay the taxes on the 200,000. AAP Varieties Channel, good evening. $700 a month. These are just insane numbers. So did my water bill, and it's just me and my husband. Wow. Yeah, that's what I got to give Florida credit, Grandma Kelly. They're actually trying to keep the old people from getting taxed out of their houses down here in Florida, and for the most part, it works pretty good. See, $700 for an electric bill or a water bill. These are insane. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there you go, Carl. It's just Denise and I and her dad, and this month her electric bill was $129. But February and March are the two most perfect weather in Florida, where we don't have the heat on, but yet we don't have the AC on either. We just got the windows open. It's very comfortable, and at nighttime it's nice and cool. So yeah, Denise's electric bill last month was $129. Montana is not affordable anymore. Jesus, if Montana is not affordable, where the hell else can we go? T says, I found a deal today. The county south of me has free park entry stickers for seniors by mail, so boyfriend and I sent for ours. New spots to Magnafish. Congrats, Deej. I know when Denise and her parents took that trip with the motorhome, since her parents were over 65, I believe you get the free national park pass. Of course, it's also free if you have a handicap sticker to park, which he had too. But I believe national parks are free to people over 60 or 65. We don't have property tax gains here. Oh, well, good deal. My natural gas has doubled from last year. See, this crap is just insane. Summer bills get cheap. Yeah, see, summer times when ours goes up because we got the air on. Yeah, Montana, you can't touch anything here for 1,200 a month, Nathan. Uh, you're seeing like 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartments going for $1,800 a month. It's just freaking insane. How can young people do that? You'd have to have both couples. Both the people working in a couple. It's just Carl says amen to Florida weather. It's another reason people are moving here. Carl, I was in a stream the other day where I heard people, commenting, "Oh, Florida's too flat. Florida's this and that." And I got on there and I said, "Nope, guys, I'll take Florida almost every. If I can't live in Hawaii, which I can't because I can't afford, I call Florida poor man's paradise." Carl, absolutely, I love Florida. The average 1 bedroom apartment here is $1,200 to $1,400 a month. And I remember when I lived in an apartment, I thought like 675 was expensive. My utilities were a little over 400 last month. Wow. Yeah, you guys up north, man, you or out Midwest, you guys got to get rid of your winter and get going out there. I know it's been hanging on for you guys. AAP, I can't wait for the warm weather coming next week. I know you guys have got to be going like stir crazy. I mean, there's some time in August and September here, guys, where Dalton and I try and find places to hunt that are shaded because you just can't be out doing some big field in the summer with no shade, even with a hat on, a wide brim hat on, and a flap covering your neck. If you're not pouring water down your head, you're dying. Um, my first apartment was $55 a month. Yeah, those days are over, Nathan. Yeah, AAP. I'm blessed to own my own home, so it's not as hard to make it. I know, and I don't mean to piss anybody off when I say this. The house I've had for 32 years, I refinanced it years ago to buy that second investment house. Um, my payment's $284 a month. Where are you going to find a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1 car garage for $284 a month? Everybody keeps saying you should sell your house. Why? Where am I going to get a house payment like that again? Hey, Ray Diggs. Yeah, that's the thing. If you bought a house years ago, like Grandma Kelly was talking about, and your house is appreciated, but your payment, you've locked in a payment. These are the fortunate people. 85 degrees in March is too hot for me. Moto, yes, it's 85 here in Florida. It was 87 in Vero the other day. The weather people have been saying this is actually the kind of weather we have in May. So this is pretty hot for us. But today is the 10th. Spring break starts in like 3 days officially here in Florida and Clearwater Beach. I talked to my buddy on Clearwater Beach. He says Clearwater Beach is mobbed with thousands and thousands of people on it. He went out and hunted around 5 p.m. yesterday after they were folding up all the umbrella chairs that you paid for, and he did the towel and the umbrella line. He said he got something like $6.30 and change, which is phenomenal for a beach hunt. And he said he got 3 pieces of jewelry, including one little 925 earring. So, guys, if this weather keeps up, the beach season in Florida is coming into full swing right now, and will be for the next 6 months. Brockton says, AAP Variety Channel, at least you go live every day that ends with a Y, so you're making some money on YouTube. Yeah, guys, my channel's monetized. I make $54 a month. So nobody get excited about any of us being millionaires here. Um, it says here, let's see what it says here on my channel dashboard. It says your estimated revenue for the last 28 days is $54.71. So that's where we're at. So, but yeah, 85 in March is hot time. Yeah, here the temperature goes from 120 in the summer to -20 in the winter. Yeah, Reed, I never realized how cold deserts got in the winter at night. Moto says it's been hitting 50 degrees and it's so nice. Hey, Dale. Yeah, everybody else is asleep. Mr. Dighole's asleep in the bed right there. We're in the hotel room. I'm probably going to be wrapping this up here in a few minutes. I got to clean my machine. I got to clean my pinpointer. I left my truck down by Charlie's room, so I got to walk down and get my truck and bring it back here because some of my clean equipment's in my truck for my machine. So, Brock and I also own Charlton, South Carolina's oldest carpet cleaning company. Well, that's cool. Is that including property taxes, Rob? Deej, I would say, let me see, what was my last year property taxes for my house that on paper from the county is valued at maybe $90,000. I think my property taxes last year were under $600. But like I say, the same house across the street that just sold for $200,000, her property taxes will probably be double that. So a few years ago, like in 2008, when the real estate market crashed, and there were towns laying off police officers and firefighters and city employees because they were losing the taxes went way down because the property values plummeted. Right now, those counties have got to be putting huge money into their coffers. I hope they're saving it because property taxes, even if the county doesn't raise it, because the property value has gone up, just with the same millage rate, they're garnering because everybody's buying and selling houses right now. There's no inventory, so there's got to be certain counties that just be raking in extra tax money right now. It was 26 this morning and freezing. Nope, you can have that, Dirt Diggler. Okay, that doesn't work here. The taxes by now will be killing you. The taxes aren't fixed like that here. Your taxes will be so high. Yeah, and that's why so many people move to Florida, guys. One, we do not have a state income tax, so you're not paying a state income tax here, which is why maybe our gas is a little higher. My sisters in Missouri, they have a state income tax, so their gas is a little cheaper because their state gas taxes are less because they have a state income tax. But I don't think that offsets our gas being a little bit more expensive. We're I think there's only like we're like one of only like 17 or 20 states I think that don't have a state income tax. So um, and so a lot of people come to that. And like I say, if you have a house up north that sells for 5 or 6 or 700,000, you can buy that exact same house down here in Florida for probably maybe 60% of that. My sister's ex-husband's parents about 15 years ago sold a house in upstate New York for like $380,000, and they found a house down here bigger than that for like 230, and they took the 150 difference and put it in the bank, and life is beautiful. Hold your gold and silver. Yeah, Don, Jeff's been checking that on the currency exchange, and it was over $2,000 2 out of the last 3 days. AAP, you really made $4,300 on YouTube last month? Really? Freaking good for you, sir. Time to get out hunting in the morning again before the sun comes up. Only 3 times in January and February, around $7 and 2 rings. Yeah, Carl, it's getting there though. Deej says I make between 30 and sometimes 50 a month. Yeah, Deej, depending on if I get a few super chats during the streams or something, sometimes I jump up to 70. But yeah, it takes 2 months. I get paid every other month because YouTube doesn't pay you till you make $100. So I generally get a check every 2 months. Rob, this whole buzzard's hitting the sack. Take care, Bill. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, we're all hoping Brockton's wrist heals fast. Sunday morning going to be 13. They're saying, see, Dale, that's just too damn cold. Buddy Jeremy just moved to Florida, and I don't want the cold. I'm on it too. I can't tell you. Lou from Indiana Tones just came down here to Florida with his family. His dad lives in Tarpon Springs, which is literally 10 minutes from Denise's house. I wasn't able to get with Lou because I was up at Florida Hunt 8. I was dying to meet Lou, but he came down here and fell in love with the whole Tarpon Springs area. And I know he's ready to move here tomorrow. Oh. Last 6 months, people have knocked on my door asking me to sell. Hey, I could show you a text today. I've got a guy getting nasty with me because I told him I'd talk to him about possibly selling my house. And I'm getting nasty texting me, well, are you going to sell or you're not going to sell? How come you're not answering my text? I'm like, wow, dude, you need to just calm down. But Deej, I get 3 to 5 texts a day on wanting to sell my property. Gas $5.80 in California. Shit. Mikey, I've never added up my silver. Somebody asked me that the other day. I have 269 ounces of constitutional silver. I don't think I have that much. I'm not even sure if I have 100 ounces, but I might have 60 or 70. But that is awesome, Mikey. Current gold 1988. Yeah, it dropped a little bit today. $8 a gallon on the west coast of Canada. That's just freaking insane. Super chats, but we give a lot back with giveaways. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give away as much silver as I can and grow my channel. My taxes are $750 in a large corner lot with my house, a cottage, and attached garage. Reed, that's not too bad. Look at AAP. My property tax is $4,000 a year. Yeah, mine's like a tenth of that. Wow. I mean, even my neighbor, even Denise, Denise's neighbor across the street, she's a Michigander. She's a snowbird. She lives here 5 months a year, and she lives in her house back in Michigan 5 months a year. And without her even claiming homestead, which she can't do because she claims homestead on her house in Michigan, even just being a part-time resident here, because her house hasn't sold in like 25 years, for tax purposes, it's valued under $60,000. And even without homestead, her taxes are under $1,000 a year. That's the bad part about owning in the capital. Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, listen, Grassy Ass is still here. So I'd like to have him call me. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for hanging in here with me tonight till 11:40. Grassy Ass Lawn Care, if you could give me a call as soon as we wrap this up, I'll go talk to you out in the hallway because Jeff is sleeping, and we'll see if we can get hooked up with you tomorrow. So, folks, thanks for hanging out with me tonight on this impromptu chat. It was fun discussing current events and prices at home, stuff like that. This was really fun tonight, guys. And we will see you all Sunday. I just put out a 1-minute short tonight on Jeff's great find in a Tallahassee park today. Please go over and check it out. It's only 57 seconds long. And leave me a comment, a thumbs up. And thanks for hanging in here, guys. Dirt Diggler, Carl, Grassy, Marty V, Deej, Pat, Charlie, Mikey, Grandma Callie, AAP, Reed, Bill, Brockton, Moto, Vegas. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And we'll see you all Sunday. Dawn, Dirt, Ray, see everybody. Thanks, guys.